want to take my husband's role in the house. I don't want to become the man of the house. It's already hard being a woman. So why do I want to? You understand? See,
as a woman,
yes,
as
now.
a mom, I wouldn't allow my son to be married to that kind of person because no.
Especially as with this bias that comes with feminism. The things that we know we will not take. Hi guys, welcome back to the Truthandtalespodcast with your favorite host Victoria and
Yemi.
Yay! Welcome back to our channel, guys. And today, as usual, we have a very important gist for you guys. I mean, if you've not been following Truthantales, okay, or you have been following but see, today's episode is the one that you will sit down, relax, get a cup of tea, okay, and just follow us, okay. And be putting your comments. In short, don't wait to the end of the video to put in your comment. Let us know what you think, especially when we start to tell you the juicy tale we have for you today, okay. And I think this conversation is long overdue, okay, for us to have. So yes, sit down, relax, and enjoy. But before we start, make sure that you check the description box. Our personal channels are always linked in the description box below. My channel is Victoria Fash. Yemi's channel is Girl to Mom Live. Yes, and then remember that we also have a page on Instagram. So make sure you follow us on Instagram on Truthandtalespodcast. Okay. We also have personal Instagram pages. You'll see that link below. Anyway, so yes, let us not talk plenty. Today's gist, there's no talking plenty, okay? So yes, just sit down, relax as Yemi gives us the juicy tale of the day.
Yes, so today's tale, anyway, you guys are ready for it, you know, so let me not keep you waiting. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and read the tale for the day. So it says, I need an answer to something kind of baffling, or maybe I'm the one overthinking. So I have been dating my boyfriend for 3 years, and he decided that I meet his family for this weekend because he intends making it official on March 2002, that's next year. This means instead of spending the weekend at his place as usual, we will be spending it with his family in Abuja. So I made arrangements for hotel and flights to Abuja on Friday evening. It was like a dinner kind of. Yesterday evening, they were welcoming and all smiles. I felt at home, okay? So I finished eating on the dining, went to sit back in the living room when the mom came to call me that I need to wash plates in the kitchen. I even thought she was joking, and I jokingly said, Mom, I'm your guest now. And she was like, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Let me finish now. I jokingly said, Mom, I'm your guest now. And she was like, she knows that she's waiting for me in the kitchen, and walked away. Okay, but the mom responded like, I know that you're our guest, and she's waiting for her in the kitchen, and the mom walked away.
In the kitchen.
Okay, so I went to look for my boyfriend in the pool area where he was talking with his father and brothers, excused him and told him what happened. He smiled and said, it's no big deal, that the mom is testing me, that I should oblige. I didn't say a word, went back inside to pick my purse, ordered boats, and left for the hotel. I think they later noticed my absence. My boyfriend called and I told him I'm on my way to the hotel. He was so pissed and was shouting on the phone. I dropped the call on him because my own madness passed all their family own combined. Okay?
It's all right.
He later came in and was rambling about saying I disgraced him. He has told them I'm a good girl, but I proved to be a gutter girl by flaunting his mom's order. Okay. I didn't want to fight, so I simply sent him back to the mom to ask her that, in quote, if tables were turned, would she accept
wait a minute. She sent him back to his mom?
Yeah. At least that's what she said here. That's what she wrote here.
It's okay.
She said that I didn't want to fight, so I simply sent him back to the mom to ask her that, now in quote, if tables were turned, would she accept it? He hasn't spoken to me since last night. Okay? He woke up this morning, no apologies, no talking to me. He's carrying his face all about, dressed up and left for his parents' place. No one has called me till now. Am I at fault?
No. How?
Sorry.
How
Sorry
can
for
you
laughing.
How? But
Sorry for laughing.
How can she be at fault? How? Like how? These
Am I
abuse
at
of
fault?
feminism. Like these are abuse of. Why would she be asking her to go and wash her plates? Like how? In which word?
Hey, am I?
Please go on.
Am I at fault? Because I'm not a baby, I beg. I have a good job with an oil company. I earn well. I won't allow nonsense because I want to marry, I beg. I am a visitor with these people. I don't know them. They have 2 maids and a cook, but it's me that the mom wants to wash plates because their son wants to marry me, Abi. Is marriage a lifetime yardstick to prosperity?
Wahala, no complaints.
So, this is the end of the tale for today. She has so many questions for us and for you guys.
You know what? There's another part of that message, of that I want us to actually read. There's another part of it, the lower part, right?
Okay.
Where she said, I am not a low-life bastard. She said, I am not a low-life bastard whom they want to marry. I know my what. I know what I want. Their son is not doing me a favor by marrying me. Rather, I am the blessed woman who will herald good things into his life. He's my boyfriend and we are not even engaged yet, but they want to be testing me. They were rude to me, and that's on period. Everybody deserves respect regardless of age and status. Now I see why there's a lot of stupidity and cheating flying around in the society between in-laws and co. I repeat, washing the plate should be of my own volition. I wasn't trained by my parents to slave people so they can prove their innocence or friendliness. Wahala is plenty. Yeah, where do we start from? Because I don't know. I don't know, honestly. Shori, you guys, in short, now that we have, before we even start to give you our own opinion about this, okay? Because remember, this is just two women's opinion, okay? Let us actually know what you think, okay? Because even in the comment section of this post, there were a lot of back and forth of people saying, oh, what, you did the right thing. There were other people that said, oh, what, you understand? But let us know what you think, okay? And just put this, post opinion, that is post our opinion. This is your thought about it, okay? Then if your opinion changes or whatever, let us know after, because we really need to understand the nitty-gritty of this issue. And we're just going to speak from our own points of views, okay? Our own beliefs and our own, you know, whatever. So, yeah, some of you might not like me after this video, especially, you know, all my co-feminists. you might not like me, but, you know, I feel like this has to be said, okay? But I don't know. Yemi, do you want to start?
I think you see, you know, in fact, there are so many layers to this. First of all, she asked, is she at fault? I don't even know if I want to answer all her questions, but I feel like even as we are talking, our questions will be answered in the course of our own opinion, because I think this person is an interesting human being. She's an interesting lady, because even from her tone, from everything she's saying, the way she's talking about her self-worth and, you know, how they trained her and everything, I can
smell the pride from here. I can smell it from here.
She had to say that. Well, I understand why she's even trying to say, okay, I work in an oil company, I earn well, so that people will know that she's not a child, like she's not a low level, like anyhow. She know what's up, you know, she's on point. And that's on period. I don't know why she's making me laugh. But you know, I don't. Let's even go back to the issue first. Let me go back to the issue on ground, which is the tale that she talked about, and you know whether she's at fault or not. Before we even go to the reaction of her own reaction and the boyfriend's reaction, and you know, I think in my own opinion, I don't think, based on what she said and the scenario she painted, I don't think doing that dishes is a big deal. To be fair, and I am a big fan. I believe in feminism. In fact, you can call me a feminist if that's what you want to call me. I don't mind. Like I believe.
Me and you plus.
I believe in feminism, because what feminism is actually not what we are carrying it to be in our country, Nigeria. I don't understand our own kind of feminism, because I know that
we usually do more than the you know, Nigeria now. We usually go the extra mile. When you give us something, you know, when you give us an idea, we will take it. You know, we have a gift.
You know, exactly. We will add pepper to it. We will add protein to it. We add small chops to it and turn it to another meal on its own. You know, so I believe in the concept of feminism. I like what they are all about, because what they are talking about is equality of rights. Somebody should go to work and, you know, do the same things and then earn the same amount of money. Not that a guy will work hard because women are doing a lot and they want, you know, whatever they are doing to be compensated just like a guy. So that's basically what feminism is about. It has so many branches. But then we in Nigeria, the only time we talk about feminism is in marriage. When you are choosing. It is only in submission. That's the only time we talk about feminism. That is the only time we talk about feminism. I mean, the person that even talks about, I mean, the Chimamanda, I know that is the one that she's the one that a lot of Nigerians can relate to when it concerns feminism and all of that. She's married, and everything she has been talking about, it has nothing to do with marriage or no marriage. At least I followed her, I've read some of her work, and I know it has nothing to do with submission or using your common sense when it comes to issues. So anyway, let me go back to this lady now. So I don't think that doing the dishes in this scenario is an act of, you know, low self-worth. It has nothing to do with self-worth. It is just pure courtesy. I don't know the tone that the mother used to come and tell her that, oh yeah, come and do the dishes, but I'm sure that tone is not a tone that is to demean her. Because even from what she said about the family, from what she said about the family, they are okay. They are well-to-do. Nice people. She said it herself that they were welcoming. They were friendly. They cooked that you ate. It's not like they said, come to the kitchen. They didn't ask you to come and cook with me. They didn't say, oh yeah, boss the kitchen. No. They prepared for you. You were coming. They prepared. They cooked. His brothers were around. His parents were around. They wanted to see the person that is going to be added to their family. You are going to be married to him. You are going to be a part of their family. Whether you take on their name or you don't take on their name, you are going to be a member of their family. The same way he is going to be a member of your own family. Imagine if your boyfriend now comes to your own house, to your parents' house, and, you know, people are doing things, and then your own father asks your boyfriend to come out and help him out with the car or something. Or change that. Do you expect your boyfriend to say, oh, daddy, I'm a guest in your house. I'm not a mechanic. Go and call your mechanic. I'm not a mechanic. Like, how would you take it? This is somebody that's supposed to take on what is your own as his own. And you are also supposed to take on what is his own as your own. Because both of you are going to become one. You know? And I don't really understand what is so bad. And anyway, they called you to come and do the dishes, of which, when you finish eating, you're supposed to take your plate to the dishes, to the kitchen, normal. And just do it's courtesy. It's just courtesy. It's just courtesy. I don't think anything is wrong. It has nothing to do. Honestly, I don't understand how she tied it to her self-worth or anything. And then she went out to call talk to the boyfriend that, okay, and the boy even told you that, okay, do this. It's like your boyfriend wants your parents to see you in a way that they'll be happy that he has brought somebody to the home. You guys have dated for 3 years. I mean, these people have dated for 3 years, and he finally decided to take you home, and then you came to report something, and he told you like, okay, do it this way, do it this way. He's the one that knows his family now. He's the one that, and he told you, okay, do it this way. There's nothing wrong with doing it that way, and then going back home to tell him that, okay, this thing that I did, I didn't really like it, or I just did it because of this. Next time, I will not. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But at that instant, it's very rude to get up and leave without your boyfriend's permission or attention, or you didn't even tell him that you're leaving without it's really rude. If I'm the in-law, if I'm the mother, I don't know what will happen. You're not marrying that woman. As far as I'm concerned.
To be honest.
You should not be angry.
Because you've already shown me who you are.
Yes, she doesn't have manners.
I don't know how you'll be able to repair your image anyways.
No. Diplomacy is not there. Diplomacy that you will need in... This is me talking from what I would have done. As a woman, yes, a mom, I wouldn't allow my son to be married to that kind of person, because... No. There are other issues. Marriage comes with a lot of issues that you would need to let some things go. And if that simple one, you can't let it go from the onset, trying to say, okay, everything, I will dust it off, everything that comes to me, I will dust it off, then you can't be married. You're not even ready to be married. You're not even ready to be married. So I wouldn't allow my son to get into that kind of a mess. If I'm the one, as far as I'm concerned, is a mess. If I want to go into my diplomatic, I want to wear my diplomatic hat, it's another thing I will say, but this is just me, my own advice. Anyway, Victoria, what do you think? What do you think? Because I'm in the mood.
You have almost said everything in my mind, but let me just say it in my own words. You know, the first thing you even mentioned, you went to a person's house. First thing we even need to start from, this is Africa, okay? I know we are all talking about feminism, oh yes, empowering women, and yes, it is true. There's a level of, you know, in African homes, right? You know, we're brought up to say that the women are supposed to always, you know, we have abused the word submission. That's what I'm even trying to say, you know, especially in the African setting. In our parents' time, you know, they saw submission as being subjugated and all of that. And we are trying to, you know, move beyond that. But I feel like we are missing a lot of things, right? In our aim to move beyond, you know, subjugation and the rest of it. The truth is, and I always say, and I keep saying it in my videos, even here on this channel, I always say that, see, marriage is God's idea. If you're gonna do marriage, right, you have to do it God's way, okay? God, anyway, don't let us even get into that yet. let me focus on this, because I can talk, at least I can do a whole series on this particular tales, because it's really, really getting to me. So, first of all, in Africa, my parents brought me up, all my siblings, and most people I know, you are brought up to know that when you visit a person and they offer you food, courtesy is whether they have 100 slaves, 100 helps in the house, or they have 1 million helps. It is courtesy that you even carry your plate, go to the kitchen and wash it. It's a normal thing that we are brought up to know in our part of the world, in Africa. Okay, number one, you went there, and then the woman asks you, hey, you ate, like Yemi has already, you know, put on the groundwork. They were all nice, loving. Even you attest to the fact that they were all welcoming. It wasn't like they were giving you attitude. It wasn't like they asked you to sweep the ground, or you came to that, they asked you to go and mop the floor, or to go and, no, you finished eating. They said, oh, come into, it's not like, and you know the funniest thing, it's not like and you know what even caught me in that story is that it's not like the woman sat down and said, oh yeah, enter the kitchen and go and wash plates. She didn't say that. She said, join me in the kitchen. And just like she said, all the men had gone outside, and it is normal in African traditional setting, okay? The men will go outside and do their thing, and the women come together. They bond over cooking, they bond over, you know, washing dishes, over doing stuff. That's where they get to talk and interact and the rest of it. That's how it is done in our part of the world. That's the way they bond, okay? So she didn't say that, oh, go and join the house help and go and wash the plates in the kitchen. She said, no, see the woman that is in the kitchen, she does not have house help that can go and wash the dishes. She stood up and said, let us go. I'm waiting for you in there. So obviously, she wants, I believe that, you know, it's just a normal thing we do in Africa. Once you're washing dishes, you guys are gisting, you're talking. That's what women do. She'll be asking you questions. Yeah. Yes, that's what they do in our part of the world. It is through chores and through, you know, all of those things that they bond, they gist, they talk, and all of that. Especially mother-in-law to daughter to daughter. That's how it happens. Okay, it's not in every home. Quite all right, but that is how it usually happens, okay? I remember when I first of all went to meet my mother-in-law in my husband's house. If I eat, she will not allow me to carry my plate. Till today, I'm telling you, like till today, she will not allow me. But that's the kind of person that she is, okay? But I'm sure now that I'm married, like, it's not going to be like that anymore. She'll get, you understand? Yeah, but even with that, before they wake up in the morning, my mother-in-law, she wakes up around 5 o'clock. Like, that's to tell you, she's an early kidney. The moment I hear her rise in our room, or I hear anything, I stand up, I carry the broom. I don't wait for her to ask me. You understand? I carry the broom, I sweep, I do everything. She didn't need to ask me because I know she will say I should not. When I'm doing it, she said, I'm gonna leave it. Let this person do it. I will still do it. You understand? Because it just shows that you are, I don't know, it shows regard and respect and courtesy. So what did you expect? That you will go to the house, your mother-in-law be in the kitchen washing the plates, and you will sit down? How? Or your mother-in-law to be She'll be in the kitchen washing the plates with the slave, with the why do I keep saying slave? Sorry. Maybe because she says slaves, that's why it's entering my mouth. With the help, she'll be in the kitchen with the help, doing everything. And you sit down in the parlor and you cross your leg. Hapa. You know, even if you know, and for all you might, the man might just necessarily just be trying to see the kind of person you are. You understand? Especially in this kind of world we live, and this nonsense going on social media, you can't be too sure of the kind of woman your wife is, your son is bringing home. Maybe she was just testing her to see if she will actually do it, and if not only did you say, by the way, I'm a guest in your house, so what, you now carry your bag. The height of disrespect for the family, yes, but even more for the man that brought you into the house. Like, you said something the other time, even if I don't want to do it, even if I feel, you know, disrespected, so to speak, by what she asked me, just like you said, it's common courtesy. I oblige. I do it, okay? When I get home, I tell my husband, please, I beg you, the next time I'm going to your house, inform them. You understand that I don't do these things, okay? But you are not doing it for the woman. You are not doing it for the mom. You are doing it for the respect you have for the man that brought you here. You understand? So I don't even see the sense that you're saying that she's testing you. Before Uncle, does she know you? If you are the one,
exactly. Yes, exactly. Does she know you?
If you are the one your son is bringing a wife home, you don't know the person's background. You don't know the kind of place, home the person is coming from. Will you not test the person to be sure that this person heard correct? It is the job of a parent to make sure that their child is making the right decision.
Let's even remove this thing from. Let me just bring an everyday example. If you want to buy something, if you want to buy something online or even in a store, you want to be sure that people have bought this thing before and they've used it and it makes sense. You want to be sure because first impression does not really make sense. You know, you want to be sure that this thing will actually use. So you go and check reviews, or you ask people, or you will talk to the person, can I return this thing? Because you want to be sure. So there's nothing wrong if somebody is bringing you for the first time and you make a very good impression to show that, yes, this is who you are. I even like the fact, I'm even thankful I'm happy for the mother-in-law that on the first day, she gave a very good first impression, and they just knew all
even the lady testified
to it. It's just good. Because the fact that you work in an oil company doesn't mean that you have money to throw around to buy all the products in this world. You still will check if this thing is, even if you have all the money in the world. So I don't know how I don't get it. Why?
You see, but anyway, mentioning a pedigree, it just makes it sad. Because to me, what that sounds like is like, it is not, I am not allowed to do this because of my worth in terms of my pedigree. But if it was somebody that did not have money or whatever, then she's allowed to do it. That's the kind of message you're passing. So what is feminism? Is feminism about who has money the most? If you're actually arguing that it's because of feminism or whatever, so does feminism have class? That, okay, this class of feminism, the high class, the people that have money, this is the thing you tolerate, this thing you don't tolerate. But those that don't have money, this is the thing. Because it does not even make sense. What has your degree or the oil company? You didn't even say I'm doing. It's a different thing to say, oh, I'm doing okay financially. You want to let us know. Okay,
I get it.
Show more. Big girl, last delay. You understand? Well, yeah,
I'm not playing with you. I'm not joking.
When I said it to you, I was like, God, yeah, we need to talk about this because this is getting out of hand, and because I've heard a lot when it comes to in-laws. You see, in Nigeria, it's true. There are a lot of people who have gone through, bad experience. There are a lot of people who have gone through bad experiences from in-laws and the rest of it. Okay, I mean, there's an aspect of it that you need to know before you get married and make sure that you don't enter one chance and the rest of it. But see, you cannot go into marriage expecting to, it's almost like you're coming with fight. You're coming to say, I beg, in-laws, my mother-in-law cannot treat me anyhow. But any mother-in-law that wants to shake it, when I hear girls saying that, I'm like, you are forgetting that one day, you also are gonna be a mother-in-law to somebody. You are praying that your mother-in-law dies before you enter because you don't want drama. Sister, one day, the wife your son will marry will also be praying that you die before you eat the fruit of your labor. Because that's what you are praying for. That's what you are praying for. That's what you are praying for her. You understand? It's just very ridiculous and very annoying the way people face marriages and this in-law thing. See, this woman brought up, if this woman did not bring up that man, and bring him up to the point where you think it's worth you marrying or even you dating, okay, you will not have him, you will not even see him to date. It's because she has done her job that made you feel like, okay, this person is worth me following, okay? So you accord the same respect to the person who gave birth to him, the same way you will respect your mother. So if you went to visit your mother, okay, and your mother says, go and wash the plates in the kitchen, will you argue? Will you argue? Will you say, oh, mom, I'm a guest in your house? You will not do it. So why do you feel like you can do it? I mean, see, I have a mantra in my life. What I cannot do to my mother, I can never do it to my mother. So I don't have a mother-in-law. I have 2 mothers. What I cannot do to the mother that gave my biological mother, I can't do it to my mother-in-law. You understand? So why would... It's just very ridiculous. Whenever me and my mom-in-law, we have issues or stuff, I just ask myself, if it was my mom who did this or who said this to me, how would I react? And that's the way I react to her. Okay? I don't take there's not everything my mom does that I'm happy with. So it's the same way I will react to them. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. You treat them like you would your mom. If it was your mom who asked you to wash plates, so you go, will it really become an issue like this? Will it? Go on. Sorry.
There's another perspective that I want to, like I said, my diplomatic perspective, or let me say an open mind now. Sure. Because sometimes this thing can take a different turn. This case, obviously, this girl, she's just plain rude. But then there are sometimes that differences in background can have effect on people and how they react. For example, now, this lady, maybe I'm sure this one, I don't know where the background she came from, but there are cases that, okay, with me and my husband, that we have different backgrounds. We have different backgrounds, and the way I was raised is different from the way he was raised. We are both from the same ethnic group. We are both Yoruba people, but we were raised in a different way. So my own home training, let me use home training now. My home training is different from the way he perceives or he understands home training. But there's this generalized way Yoruba people behave. Yoruba people are very respectful. Yoruba people are very respectful. That's just it, you know. So, but me, let me give you an example. Now, in my own household, when we're growing up, you know the way father, mother, everybody will wake up and the children will go and kneel down in front of their mother and father before they do other things in the house. We don't do it in my own household. We wake up when you wake up when you wake up. We don't do morning devotion. We don't do all of those things. You wake up when you wake up, but at least don't wake up past a certain time. Like there's no rule that says you must wake up 5 a.m. in the morning, you sweep the house, you do this, you do that. No. We all have our own different morning duties, but when you wake up, that's when you wake up. So when we wake up, we don't necessarily go to our parents' room to go and greet them first before we go about our day. We go about our day, go about cleaning doing our own thing. Then when our parents come down or when we see them, we then greet them. That's the way we do it in our own house now. Now, in fact, before I even talk about my own husband experience, when I went to my cousin's place now in Abuja, the way they do their own thing is that they wake up in the morning, you have to go and greet your parents in their room before you go about your own day. Kneeling down, 2 legs down. We didn't really do that, kneeling down, 2 legs down in my own, like, I didn't know all of those things. Yeah. To be honest, I didn't, and I'm a Yoruba girl. So now let's assume, like, when my husband met me, like, he just assumed, oh, she's a Yoruba girl, then she knows those basic things that Yoruba people do, like, okay, you kneel down, 2 legs, he would just assume that, okay, you know all those things. But over time, when he started to interact with me and, you know, we were talking, we're everything, he knew that this thing is not part of me. It's not because I'm rude. I just don't, it wasn't the way I was brought up. So when I was going to see his mom, of which I was already seeing his mom before then, but when I was like officially going to the house to see them, he already told me that these are the things they like. These are the things they don't like. These are the things they do. These are the things they don't do. Because he understands where I'm coming from. And he knows he knows that it's not as if I'm rude. And he knows my own person, that you're actually a nice person. But they may not understand. This may be a barrier. When you go there and you just stand and say, oh, hey, they may see you as somebody who lacks respect, and he doesn't want that. He wants you to be seen the way you are. Like, do you understand? Yeah. So he already tried to remove that barrier by telling you that, okay, this is this is that, this is that. Exactly. So he told me ahead of time so that I know, and those things are just formalities. It's just to make a very good first impression. Over time, they will get to know you as you will get to know them by yourself. So it's not a matter of you're pretending or anything. It's just so that you can break that first impression barrier. And then everything was just fine. Everybody did their own thing. And then, you know, we ended it. Now, imagine in this case, if you didn't tell me ahead of time, you just like, you know what, let her be who she is and she just go there. They would already have they will have an impression of you that it is not true. And then in the marriage, you spend the first few months in the marriage trying to erase the image they have of you, which doesn't make sense. You know, like my husband usually say, perception is stronger than reality. The way people perceive you is stronger than the way who you actually are. And that's what he says all the time. And he tries that to let people perceive you the way. Who goes to buy something from a brand because they know that that product is solid? You don't do that. You perceive from what you see, from what people tell you. And that's how you know that this thing is good. That's the same way. Nobody knows whether you're a good woman or you're not a good woman for that. Nobody knows whether, you know, they have the way they do things in their own family that you don't. So I like the fact that the guy even told her, he wasn't even upset that, okay, mommy told you to do this, then you to go and do it now. That would be where the problem will be. He didn't say you to go and do it now.
It's me that I'm not going to meet my husband and tell him, your mother said.
Imagine, so you would know that guy is actually understanding. So he said you just do it.
This guy seems like a very sweet guy.
He seems understanding. And
in this Nigeria that men are scarce.
I'm telling you.
You now find a good man. You're not doing follow. Oh God.
As in
sister, is that your degree that you are going to marry at the end of the day?
So it's a matter of this particular case is a matter of pride and, you know, lacking courtesy. And trust me, if you don't have basic courtesy, if you're not at least to a level diplomatic, then you shouldn't get married. You shouldn't even get married. Just hold on to that degree, hold on to the oil money and the oil company, and enjoy your life as a single woman. There's nothing wrong with that. Enjoy your life as a single woman. Be independent. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't expect.
You know, that's why I started this conversation by saying that marriage is God's idea. If you want to do it, you have to do it God's way. If you don't want to do it, it's okay. Even the Bible says that it's not everybody that's going to marry. Okay, if you don't want to do it, if you know that you don't have the heart to submit, what are you looking for? Okay, or you find a man that is okay with you not submitting, and that his whole family is okay with you not submitting.
Exactly.
Because I think the issue always arises, especially in Africa, where you feel like, oh, it's me and my husband, it's me and my husband I'm marrying. It's not you and your husband you are marrying, sister. You are marrying his family. You are marrying. See, you are not marrying them as your husband.
As it's also marrying your own family, not just you into there. It's also coming into your own.
One. Your family becomes one. His mother and your mother becomes one. It is when there is, and yes, and I like what you said, the perspective you bring, because maybe you guys might be thinking, oh, because it's the woman. If it's the man too, Yemi made a point. If he came to your house and your father said, come and change tire, and he said, tell your father he's not a mechanic. Say, will you be all right? Will you be okay? You understand? This is not us trying to be gender biased. This is us trying to apply common sense to issues. Let us be thinking, okay, when we are talking, okay? Because you would, especially as with this bias that comes with feminism, the things that we know we will not take, we expect our husband and our boyfriend and the people we are dating to be able to take it. What you know you will not take in your house. I cannot stand anybody being disrespectful to my mother. That's the way I will not be disrespectful to your mother. Respect is reciprocated. Okay? So why do you feel like he cannot do it in my own family house, but I have the right to do it? Why? Because I am a woman. Yet we are the ones that there should be equality. Yeah, so there should be equality in the sense that we should earn the same, we should, you know, do what. But when it comes to you according me the same respect, I'm expecting you to accord me, then there should not be equality. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way.
My money is your money. Your money is our money. That's when they will not remember.
But my money is my money. They're sure we're ready to marry. You sure you're ready to marry?
You know, anyway, so my sister, are you at fault? You already know the answer from our
yes. I mean, yeah. Let us know what you guys also think. Do you think she's at fault? Before we go to the next phase of this conversation, because there's a lot to get into here.
Because the guy's reaction.
Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
My own thoughts, like to close this whole thing, is number one, you the lady now made it about her, but you forget that not only are you've disrespected the person who brought you.
Yeah.
Okay. Submission is not subjugation. Submission is not that like they are riding on you or whatever. And you should not always approach every issue that comes in marriage as the person is riding on you.
Yeah.
Okay? Because like, take it or leave it. Women and men, we are different people. Men react to things differently than women, okay? But it doesn't mean that they are imposing their authority on you. It's just the way. And you see, there was an argument I saw on YouTube. I can't remember the people who were talking about how men are always hiding their emotional parts, and one of the things that are killing men, and the rest of it, and they want men to be more expressive and the rest of it. And then one of the lady asked the other lady and said, okay, so now if you are going through issues and you are crying, and your husband comes in and need to start to cry, sure, you'll be all right. Will you feel okay with a man that is emotionally, you understand, at the same level as you? Because we are different people. And the reason why God made us like that is so that we'll be able to complement each other.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take my husband's role in the house. I don't want to become the man of the house. It's already hard being a woman. So why do I want to? You understand? See, when we're talking about feminism, let us be having sense when it comes to marriage, okay? Everything is not about you against me. The two becomes one. You work together as a unit, as a couple. You understand? You are not
marriage is not even 50-50.
This one
is bringing 50, that one is we must both bring 50. It's not 50-50.
You are bringing your 100, I'm bringing my 100. Everybody is as much as I can give that I can give. It's as much as he can give that he can give. So please, this feminism is good, it's great, but let's not abuse it, okay? Let feminism be what feminism is meant for, okay?
Yes.
Maybe we'll do a different video on feminism, okay, as it relates to marriage in a different video, okay, or as it relates to our general life, but what feminism actually is, because this thing we are doing, victimizing men, insulting or demeaning mother-in-laws or father-in-laws and the rest of it, no, it's not nice. I know the funniest thing, we're talking about feminism. This is woman against, this is not woman against men, no. This is a woman against a woman, no. This is a successful woman. Because you see, one thing she even said in that's how I wanted to read that part, where she said, I am not a low-life bastard.
Imagine what she's saying to herself. Because
they say you should wash plates.
Imagine the tone that she's even using for herself.
I am not a low-life bastard. Ow! Where, what did we throw? What did you catch? Like how? When I read this thing, I was so pained in my spirit because you have money. See, money is not everything in this life. Okay? See, you will have challenges. See, there are rich people that are going through things that their money, see, money is gonna shame you. Because it's not everything that money can solve. Character. There are doors you can never open with money. That it is character that can open it for you. Ask a lot of people that have money. There are places you can never get to in this life with money. That it is your character that can open that door for you. You have insulted the mother-in-law today, tomorrow. It reminds me of one, which I don't remember the video I was watching. But let's just give an example now. This mother-in-law you have insulted, you don't know who she knows. You don't know who you will need help from. You don't know who your boss in your office knows. You don't understand. This world is very small. I've had people in my life that have been so rude to me, and today they are in need of my help. You might not end up marrying her son. But what if you meet her or someone that is close to her, or not even her? What about her brothers? Because you did not just even insult him in the presence of his parents, his brothers, his sisters. You don't know who they know. You don't know where you will need help tomorrow. That you will use all your money. That door is not going to open for you because of that. It disgusts. See, character, bad character. Mildred always, Pastor Mildred always says that. See, bad character, it smells. See, you'll be in front of someone that has bad character. The person might have all the money, but you cannot wait to leave the person's presence. You understand? It happens to me. If you have a very bad character, it smells, it stinks. Okay? So I'm not a low-life bastard. I know my worth. I know what I want. Their son is not in capital letter. It's not doing me a favor by marrying me. I am the blessed woman who will herald good things into his life and his family. Is his family begging you? You went to the house. You said they have pool. They have 2 mates in the house. So it shows that they are not even. It's not like you're even coming to a ghetto to come. It's a person that they are doing okay by themselves. But you have this mentality that money is everything, degree is everything, sister. You have not started.
So painful.
See,
it's so
you are not ready
painful.
to marry.
It's so painful. Yeah.
You are not ready to marry.
It's so painful.
That's where I'm going to put a period on this, because if I continue talking, we won't leave here.
Anyways, I think my own final. You've already said it. You've said it all. I think that just know that if you're going to get married in this life, it's never going to be 50-50. It's never going to be about everything. You must dodge it. Nobody should throw any bullet on you. Everything you have to clap back. You have to give them. They have to know that you know what's up. We are not to be. What is it now? But anyway, it's not really always about that. There are times that wisdom will require you, like we said in the last episode, that wisdom will require that you know what to do with each situation and how to respond.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with being cautious. Even in the Western world, we see it in movies now. We see them the way they act.
Yes.
When you go to visit people, they still do can I help you with the dishes? Can I do this? They will even bring desserts. They would do something. It's not about,
do you know, I'm sorry, Yemi, do you know it's actually a requirement? Like, you are coming to, I didn't know, see, this is one of the things that even caused fights between me and one of my white roommates, when they invite you for Thanksgiving, for instance, they expect you to come early and help them with the cooking. It's an expectation. So this is the place where they practice feminism. They expect that you come early to, and then when you finish, they expect that you clean up with them. Because who is your slave? Who is your slave? Or that you are not coming in, you did not buy something when you are coming in. It is rude. They consider it rude. Why do you say, I'm a feminist? You understand? There are some things that we Africans, we only want to copy the things that we favor us, but we don't copy everything.
Yeah.
We copy the one that we know is going to benefit us, and we add Jara on top of it. You understand? That's not what it is. That's not what it is. When you want to copy from Western world, copyright, okay? Copy very well. Copyright. Copy the right thing.
Copyright.
This thing we are practicing as feminism in Nigeria is not. It's not.
Well, anyway, that's
sorry,
just
I interrupted you.
No. It's just part of the conversation. It's part of the Truth and Tales podcast. Anyways, guys, so that's going to be my own final thought. And also, when you also understand that where you're coming from is different from where somebody else is coming from. So if you are going to see them and they tell you that, okay, this is what will make them see you the way I already see you, then I don't think anything is wrong in it. And if you're going to be accepted in other people's culture, like I said, even aside from my own husband's background, even with my cousin, in my cousin, they do things differently in their own house. So when I got there, it would be foolish for me to say, no, we don't do this way I'm coming from.
This way I'm coming from.
No. I learned and I started to adjust. And then it also helped me when I'm going. So it's just about you being open and learning and accepting other people's way of life. It's just part of you becoming a better person. You're becoming smarter, you're becoming wiser, you're becoming more matured. So all of the things I learned in that place helped me in other areas of life.
Sorry.
I know you're passionate about this issue.
It's so bad, because the truth is, this person is not you're not going to be living with the person. You only, since we got married, I've only seen her once. You understand? This is the person that you only see once in a while. It's not the person is living in your house, or you have to be washing plates for her every day.
I will leave their
it's just a once in a while
thing. Come and be sitting with you now.
It is in your job. Yes. If you were coming from a place in your office where, for instance, when I was working in the US now, we all call ourselves by names. My boss is like, she's over 60. You understand? I call her by our first name because that's the way we relate there.
Yeah.
And I come to Nigeria, she'll get. I'm now calling my Oga. But you understand?
Because you have
I don't have
traveled.
any problem adjusting because it's corporate.
Yeah.
But I have a problem when it comes to the person I want to marry. Do you see the sense in it? Oh, make sense now. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't. Well,
anyway, that's just it. Just learn to be accepted. Learn to accept other people and their background. If you are ever going to be joined with somebody, you should be more open and receptive. Right. But so anyway, that's all we have to say on today's episode on the Truth and Tales podcast. That's all we have to say today. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section concerning this issue. Let us know what you think. Leave your comment, and if you have any question or any suggestion, anything that you want us to talk about, anything, just leave it in the comments. And if you're not comfortable leaving it in the comments, you can send us a DM on Instagram. All of our handles will be in the description box, our personal handles and the Truth and Tales Instagram. Or if you want to send us a mail, it's also going to be in the description box as well. Thank you so much. And if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join the community, join the family, join us, click the subscribe button and the bell notification. visit us on our personal channels to know what we get up to in our personal lives. And yeah, share the video, share the love, spread the news. Don't do it alone. And yeah, that's it for today. So yeah, before we go, as always, we remain your favorite host, Yemi and
Victoria.
Yeah. See you guys in the next episode.
One. Bye.